Good morning, beautiful people. It's an amazing day. Yeah. So here I'm here to talk to you guys about digital circuit, your phone, laptops, wristwatch, iWatch used for running, and the rest of that. The reason why they function, the technology behind their fundamental function, and the rest of that. So the algorithm on how the algorithm is actually being built and the rest of it. I'll explain this later. But before I actually get started, I would like to go back memory lane. Yeah, in 2023, I and my friend were actually looking for a job. Yeah, we did sort for all kinds of job, so we now result in going for a teaching job. So we applied in one of the biggest schools here in town. So he applied for the role of a further math teacher, while I applied for the role of a programmer. Yeah, in the same school where I'll be teaching the pupils on how on where I'll be teaching the people programming. So I got called. He was never called. Yeah, I was very happy. So I went for the interview. The day of the interview, the interviewer called me and asked me to write out a topic. I'll actually teach I'll actually teach them and peoples and rest of that. Yeah, that was the interview. So I actually wrote out one of my best topics, logic gate, which I'll be sharing with you guys at the end of this video. So I got called and I was asked to stand in front of the people on the podium. Yeah, so I stood there. I was handed over a marker. I started my thing. I wrote out logic gate, explained everything. At the end, I was asked to write a program using Python to explain what logic gate really is and the function of logic gate in 3 minutes. That was cool. It was simple if I actually knew how to write programs using Python. But no, I told him, sir, I don't know how to write programs using Python, but I could actually use JavaScript to explain what you've asked me to. Yeah, as at then, I never learned Python programming language. So he was like, Python or nothing. So I was like, okay, can I at least use JavaScript? He said no. That was actually how I actually lost. That was how I actually lost that job. But that notwithstanding, I went back, learning Python too. So that was a loss on them. That was a loss on them, not me, because I actually know the package I actually had for them. But at the end, after after I interpreted the whole scenario and the rest of that, I got to a conclusion that though he's a programmer, yeah, the guy was actually a programmer, so I believe he knew JavaScript and Python at the same time, but not really Python. I'm not sure he actually knows Python, so he was actually looking for a real hardcore Python programmer. So no hard feelings. So now, what is this logic gate that I find so amazing to share with you guys about? Now, logic gate is actually a fundamental electronic device, yeah, in digital circuit that performs a simple logic operation on binary inputs, zeros and zeros and one. Yeah, yeah. It often explains zeros and one to produce a single binary output. Yeah, it uses zeros and one to produce a single binary output, often explained using what is called the truth table. So furthermore, logic gate is actually the basic building block of every digital circuit. Yeah, and circuits are collections of transistors and resistors. Logic gate can also be defined as the type of circuit that regulate the flow of electric current in and out of a digital circuit or optical signal in a fiber optic computing system using what we call the boom lane logic computer to explain. See, let me tell you guys, all of these things that I'm trying to say here, let me just use this to explain everything. Let me not book your now. See, you see logic gate. This is what it does. There's something we call boolean. Boolean in mathematics actually uses what we call algebra. Uses algebra, zeros and one, yeah, to make complex decisions. Like, for example, the doorbell in your house. If you depress a doorbell, the reason why it actually rings out is because it sends a signal to the program in the doorbell that if anyone comes here and depress this doorbell, the output should be one. Yeah, and that one, once it's one, make a sound, ding dong, and that's it. Yeah, if no one depresses the bell, yeah, if no one presses the bell, do nothing. Or if water if water interferes between the the brass that actually hits the panel, yeah, where it sends the signal, if there's water, you know, blocking the signal, once the doorbell is depressed, you are seeing an output zero, which means it shouldn't function. Yeah, that's it. Now same thing in your phone. The fiber optics, yeah, panel or whatever that is used in making your panel and the rest of that, yeah, follows through the sequence of logic gate, different programs, yeah, that have actually followed what we call the truth table, which has series to binary numbers, zeros, ones, and the rest of that. Yeah, that tells your digital phone, iWatch, and whichever thing that you're trying to do, if truly what you're trying to do, let me use this example here. If for example you are trying to use your calculator, the calculator on your phone, and you say 10 plus 10, 10 plus 10 we know is 20, yeah, you say 10 plus 10 equals, now what logic gate does is this: it tells your phone, if when each time you strike 1 and 0 on your phone, that's 10, right? Each time you strike 1 and 0, the logic gate is actually following what you're doing. 1 0, yeah, plus you the logic gate knows that you want to add another number to it, so now it's telling your phone that you are trying to add another number. Once you press plus and then add another number, now the logic gate knows that you are actually trying to add another number, or you're trying to, ask your phone for the final answer. So what it does is this: whichever, as you deem fit, that you actually do at the end of the day, yeah, what it does, it gives you the simple answer. It's a program there, yeah. It's actually a program there that is there to serve you better, yeah. So my point here is this: all what you are using, your digital wristwatch, your phone, your watch, yeah, like I've earlier said, your television, whichever digital circuit that you're using, even the current Tesla car and the rest of that, actually uses logic gate to perform its operations. Yeah, thanks for watching. God bless you.